everyone, Tanya here. Welcome to the channel. Today I am making my famous cornbread dressing. This was a hit when I was a caterer for Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'm going to show you the ingredients we're going to use here. I have 4 boiled eggs because in my catering kitchen, there was very few things that we would let get out of the kitchen. I didn't put a lot of raw. You know, we didn't leave anything that was raw that left our kitchen. So I boiled some eggs, and it's early in the morning. So on prep day, the hair goes up. Like any other commercial kitchen, you don't have your hair all out. Hair goes up, no makeup, no nothing. So, okay, so we got the eggs. I put one of these. This is a 6-ounce chicken stuffing mix. Can of cream of chicken soup. You'll hear the microwave going because I have my homemade chicken stock in there. Got 2 stalks of celery already chopped. Whole onion chopped. Here's my homemade cornbread. I have a stick of butter melting. All right, so it's good. It's all melted. I have some homemade chicken stock. And then I'm gonna have my seasonings, the salt and, sorry about that, Creole seasoning, pepper, and I have some ground sage, and I have some fresh sage out in the greenhouse. So I'm going to use that. Let's see, got some ground sage here. And we're going to hook it up. All right. So first, I'll bring you guys down. Okay, so I'm going to put the celery in here. Cook the celery in the butter. And most of the onion. That's good. I'll keep some diced for my greens. I kept a half in here, so it's already peeled and everything. Go on and get this celery and onions, get those cooked up. I'm gonna keep this stock. Oh, it's almost, because I cooked it I made my chicken stock last week, and then I freeze it till I'm ready. So it was still pretty frozen. Okay. Give it some flavor. Let it cook. Okay, so in our pan here, this is going to be the pan I'm going to serve it in. So let me get a prep. Get a prep bowl. Go on and crumble up my cornbread. some of that. I'm going to use this as my prep pan. Because while that's cooking, we can already have this going. I didn't use Jiffy. This is like my cornbread from scratch. Tastes close to Jiffy, just not as sweet. You see here, I'm just taking this cornbread and I'm crumbling it. And I made this over the weekend. And so I'll have dressing, since we're not like hosting guests, we'll end up having dressing for, you know, for all the holidays. There'll be enough for like Easter, New Year's. And I add my stuffing mix because it has some good seasonings in there. Good sage flavors. These are just 69 cents at Lidl. Just let that continue to sweat down and soften up. Just check it. It's doing well. I have it on medium, like a number 5. Okay, so now I'm going to open up my soup, my cream of chicken soup. I always start with 1. I may need more, but I have my I have some strong chicken flavors in my stock. I'm going to put it in this bowl because I'm not quite ready to add it to the pot yet. And this time I'm not going to add chicken. There's chicken in this cream of chicken soup, but I'm not going to add like the chicken that I poached for this stock. Because I already ate it. We ate it. And then I'll put some in prep containers. So, and then sometimes I don't always want meat in everything. You know, if I want meat, I'll go on and put it on the side, but I don't want it like always infused into. I mean, there's already chicken stock. And this bad boy got some good flavor too. I used it for my greens. I'm going to pour it in here. clean out this can. I'm sorry, it's early, guys. It's so early. And I hope I can get this video done and all in one take. Okay, so let me taste one, see if that tastes good. Just go on and I'm gonna whisk this together. Now this dressing made me money, honey. Made me money as a caterer. Sometimes I would just get orders for that. Or I would just get orders for pound cake and my homemade yeast rolls. So these are, you know, skills and talents you can utilize. Not everybody wants to cook, but they want a home cooked meal. And they want to know that someone took care to prepare it. And especially in these uncertain times, you know, we need to be utilizing all the skills and talents in our community and being good to one another. And, we can still have high quality things without being gouged. You know, without other people just trying to just totally abuse our community. Like we used to do. We used to take care of each other, you know. So I'm gonna turn this. I want this to get to a boil because this is soup. Clean up as I go. Let's let that cook. Now my eggs. I like these eggs to be very fine in the dressing. I don't want them really to be very detectable, so I'm going to put them in the food processor. I can chop them really fine, but it smells good in here already, guys. Okay, I got the food processor. I'm just gonna pulse my eggs because it adds such a richness. That's all it takes. soup's boiling. All right. Just go on and incorporate everything. And normally I would kind of post my vegetables too. It's okay. Because I normally have my onions and celery so fine you could barely see them. Let's see, where's my spoon here? You guys see me over there? All right. Tastes good already. That's some good dressing. And it's easy. It just takes time. You know, you just gotta slow down and just take the time out. Make enough for several meals. Add the eggs. Really nice and rich. Then I can start incorporating my chicken stock. Because that's loaded with flavor and herbs and chicken. And yeah, I don't normally like my celery this big, but it's okay, it's good. I didn't feel like pulling out, yesterday when I was like prepping stuff, I didn't feel like pulling out the food processor, and I ended up doing it anyway. So I'm gonna chop some of that and chop this celery up a little more. Yeah, it really doesn't need much more seasoning. Because I perfected the seasoning of the stop. All I'm doing now is just trying to chop down some of these celery. In my recipe, normally the celery, I cut it thin, but I didn't dice it. And I'm keeping this pan right here, guys, because since it was hot, and I'll tend to go over there and lay something on top of that. Guess I'll have to pretty much keep this in this. Well, maybe I'll have to split this up. We're not feeding a crowd. I'm so used to feeding a crowd. Okay, so that's what it's looking like right now. It's not been baked. And then I will bake this. Now I don't have to bake mine too long because that's why I did the boiled eggs. You put a raw egg in there, you have to make sure that it's cooked. So as a caterer, we had to do shortcuts. We still have a very rich, protein-rich dressing, but I didn't put anything raw in here, okay? That's what you got to do when you're cooking for other people. You have to do things safely. I don't have to add anything else. Let's see, what am I? Dropping everything. I got a lot going on in the kitchen. Let me try this pan. I'm trying to find. This is what I'm doing. I'm trying to split this up. Spray this pan. With a butter spray. If you're feeding a crowd, keep it like this. Keep it in a pan like this. Have a small gathering. And break it down. That's really nice. And when this stuff tastes good to you, stop. You got good ingredients. You started with a good cornbread base, fresh vegetables. You do everything step by step. You don't have to do a whole lot. You got dressing for a few days. Go back in there, you get your leftovers. Okay, and then when I bake it tomorrow, it's going to, I'll add some more stock. Oh wow, this has been 30 minutes. I'm so glad my camera hasn't conked out. Okay, and wipe these out. Okay, and then before it conks out, let's see. Garnish with some paprika. Okay, we're going to do it again for this other pan. I want to see how much it holds. That's all we need for that pan. And I'm gonna put foil in these. One's going in the freezer. And we'll bake it off for another holiday. Because I'm low carbing it, so I don't eat a lot of carbs, but I don't, you know, I eat them in moderation and on special occasions. So we got 2 pans. This right here. Then I still got some left. So that's what I'm gonna have tomorrow. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me today and making my famous homemade Southern cornbread dressing. I hope that you got some inspiration and that I made this is an easy recipe. You know, just keep it simple, and that's what it's all about, all right? Thank you so much, and if you like my vibe, hit subscribe and join the tribe. I would love to have you at Tanya's Tasteful Table, where we live tastefully for less. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video, and happy holidays to you, okay? Bye. Bye, Mom.